Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing very well. So this is the fourth video of Maestro Flow series. In the first video, I just explained complete loan process application. In the second video, I explained variables and data flow in Maestro Flow, right? And in the third video, I just explained complete expression syntax. And this is the fourth video. In this video, I will cover about the switch control, how we can use switch in Maestro Flow. So it will be a complete practical video. In this video, first I'll explain a little bit theoretical part of switch, and then I will do some examples in this video, right? And guys, if you have any questions related with this video and previous video, then just let me know in the comment box. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? So guys, when you will use switch in Maestro Flow, then you will feel it's a quite different related with UiPath switch and other languages switch, but concept is the same, right? So first here we'll see like switch node for routing flows to multiple paths based on ordered case condition. So this is a theoretical part. I'll take 2 to 3 minutes to explain this, and then we'll see the complete example, right? And in that example, we'll understand overall concept, right? So first, switch node for routing flows to multiple paths based on the ordered case condition. So it's very simple. You already know how switch works, right? And what it does, route a process to one multiple path based on ordered condition. Take the first match, right? If any condition will match, then it will work, right? And next one, when to use switch versus decision. Decision, it means if condition. If you have any true or false condition, then it will be a decision, right? Same thing we'll do in a switch. We'll match some condition and then it will work based on the condition. But here only one path will be executed, right? But in decision works, we can execute only true path or the false path. So here use switch when you have three or more than outcomes and you are routing by multiple distinct conditions, or you have a default or fallback branch, right? Or when to use decision or if condition, if you have exactly two outcomes, it will be a true or it will be a false, right? Or the decision is a simple yes or no, right? And next one, configuration reference. In this switch case, first one case will be important and then include default. So default, it's not required, you can leave it as a blank, but case you have to provide some cases here, right? And the next one, writing case expression. So in case, how you will write an expression, you have to provide some condition, like, so let's say this is the first case for the ticket priority. Let's say first ticket priority is equal to high, then first case should be execute, and if ticket priority is medium, then second case should be execute, and same thing for the third one, right? Okay, so this is the only theoretical part of switch, and then now we have some example that we'll see in the Maestro Flow, right? And then here I'll create Maestro Flow, and in this Maestro Flow, first of all, here this is a manual trigger, and here let's say let me add here mock. So it's a simple placeholder node for prototyping, right? So let me use mock, and let me edit this name mock1. Okay, and here let me add mock2 and one more mock3. Okay, mock1, mock2, mock3. And let's say here I'm just going to create one variable. So these all of the properties and variables I explained in my third video or in the second video. If you have not watched this video, please watch this video first, then you will have a clear understanding of the basic of this Maestro Flow, right? First of all, here I'll create three variables and I'll keep that name var1, it will be a string type, and then var2, right? And then next one is the var3. And when I will pass these value in these all of the variables, all the three variables, when this Maestro Flow will execute, and then when this flow will come to these all of the mocks, then the value will be assigned these all three variables, right? How I will assign, same thing I'll explain in the second or third video. Please watch these video first, right? So first of all, I'll open this mock first properties here, and then in that update variable here I'll update value in this var1, and in this var1 I'll keep that value I, right? And in the third one here I'll update one more variable, value in variable 3, that will be a low. And in the mock third here I'll update value var2, and then medium, right? And now I wanted to execute these all three mocks parallelly, and after that I want to merge that all three mocks output. How I'll do that? So here I'll use merge node in the control panel. I mean in the control here I'll use merge node, and all the three nodes branches I'll merge into that merge. So what this merge node will do? This merge node will wait to execute all the three mocks. So that's a separate part. That separate video I'll create on the merge node, and in that video I'll discuss in the detail, right? But as of now, here this merge node will wait to execute these all of the three nodes here, and then when these all three nodes will execute parallelly completed, then this merge node will execute, and after that here I'll use switch, right? And in that switch, here if you see we have case 1, case 2, and then default. As of now it's showing one error because I have not added any condition here. So first of all I have to provide minimum one condition, and here we can provide 10 cases. So in the first case, so let's say here I'll change the name high, and one more case here I'll add for the low priority, and the third one medium priority. Let's say we have multiple priority, then we can add multiple cases. And in that case, let's say here I just want to check one condition. So when this higher case will execute, when this condition will meet, then this case should be executed. If this low condition will meet, then this case should be executed, and same thing for the medium. How I will do, I mean how I'll check the condition here. So first of all, here I'll use prefix, so where's dot variable 1. If variable 1 is equal to high, right, then this condition will be true, and then this higher case should be execute here. Same thing for the low. Let's say here variable 3 is equal to low, and the for the medium one variable 2 is equal to medium. As of now all three will be a true, but I want to execute only one. So for that here I will remove this complete name. Here I'll keep it, I mean variable 3 is equal to L, variable 2 is equal to M. Actually these two variables will not equal to L or M, so this condition will be a false. Only one condition will be a true in this current case, right? And then in the switch case here I will add one more mock. It's a simple placeholder, right? So for that I do not need to create any other API workflow, and I do not need to create any RP workflow to just show the example. So I can use this mock node here, right, for as a placeholder. In the mock 4, so here I'll change this name I, okay, and in the lower case here I'll use one more mock, and this one I'll keep name as a low. For the medium one, I'll keep this name as a medium. And the default, I'm not going to use any default here, right? After this execution, I'll show you the importance of this default, right? Now here I'm going to use last and node here, right? And I'll merge all branches to this and node. So in this current case, if I execute this Maestro Flow, then we'll see how it works. So for that, here I'm just going to add one breakpoint, and then we'll see when these, I mean, as of now, these variable values as of now null. I mean, these variable as in null. When the value will be assigned in these variable, when this Maestro Flow will execute, and then these three nodes will execute, then at that time, at that execution time of these nodes, that value will be assigned in these variable, and then the switch case will work. So let's say click on debug step by step, and then we'll see. So click here, next step, manual trigger. So if you see here, all three nodes started executing parallelly, right? Why? Because here I have added merge node, and that merge node will wait to execute, to complete these all three nodes. So I'm going to click here next step. Then these all three nodes executed parallelly, and then you can see the value in these three variables. Variable 1 high, variable 2 medium, variable 3 is low, right? And then merge node will execute, and then it will go to the switch. And in the switch case, here I have added only one true condition for the higher case, right? So when I click on the next step, then only one condition will match, and then it goes to the higher node here, right? Then this node will execute, and then it will go to the end state, right? It's a very simple. Now after watching this video till here, you will have a clear understanding of the switch case, how it works, right? In the other languages it's a quite different to use, but the concept is same, right? Now let me change the condition here. Let's say here I remove all character, and then variable 1 is equal to h, variable 3 l, variable 2 is equal to m. Then in that case how it works? So let me just click on debug. Right, and now I'll click on this next step to execute this merge, and then this switch case will give the error here because all condition doesn't match here. And now switch case is finding the default path, but here I have not added any default path, so that's why this switch case give here error. You can read this error here as of now in the switch. Here you can check no condition for an outgoing flow was met. At least one outgoing flow condition needs to evaluate to true or have a default flow, right? So the default flow, it's not required, but in this type of cases, in this type of situation, you have to provide one default path to avoid the error in switch case, right? So for that, let me add here the default, and in the default I'll add one more mock, and in this mock I'll change this name as default, right? And that after that the default I'll add this branch to the end state. Now okay, so let me remove this breakpoint from here, and then directly I'll debug, then you will see. So here if you see, after this merge, this switch is executed, and then default path executed here, and then it goes to the end state, right? So this is the complete working of switch, and this is the simple example. Here I have used only mock placeholder. Okay, so let me do one more example here. Let's say here I'll add two true condition, high and medium. So as of now, two condition will be a true for higher and medium. Then we'll see which case will be executed here. Let me debug step by step. And then these all three mock nodes will execute here, and then merge, and then switch case will execute. So in this switch case here we'll see how many condition will execute. So it will prefer only the first condition. It will not execute the rest of the true condition, right? And here this higher condition will execute, and then it will go to the end state. Okay, and now if you remove these all characters here, and then here the low or that medium, if you want to check these true both condition and which one will execute, so first of all it will check this condition, this case, if it's a true or not. If it's not true, then it will go to the next one. Then here this case will check. If this case condition is a true, then this one will execute. Now it will not go to the next one. If this is also not true, let's say here if this one is also not true, then it will go to the next case. Then it will check if this condition is the true or not. If it's a true, then it will execute. Otherwise, let's say this one is also not execute, I mean this one is also not a true, then it will go to the default path if you have added any default path. Then if no, then it will give an error, right? It's a simple working of this switch in Maestro Flow. Okay, so that's all in this video, guys. If you have any questions related with this video or related with my previous video, then just ask me in the comment box. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Bye.